region locked my brand new Ultimate Ironman. Why? Well, it's simple really. Because I hate myself. The rules are simple. 1, I start in Misthalin, and 2, I have to complete every possible quest and every possible diary step within my current region to move on. But there's a twist. I can't fucking bank. This is my region locked Ultimate Ironman. Alright, so we're starting off right from Tutorial Island. As you can tell, I have everything in my inventory still. But seeing as this is a questing series, we're just going to start questing. Basically, here are the rules. I'm starting in Misthalin, and in order to move on, I basically just have to do every single possible quest that I can do within the region. And then I have to do all of the possible achievement diary steps in the region as well. Now, that includes getting a lot of random levels and whatnot. So that's it. Now, seeing as I'm an Ultimate Ironman, we're unlocking Zeah right off the bat. That is the only region that is not included in this region lock. Basically, because with Zeah, I can go to the Tithe Farm, and at the Tithe Farm, I can get the Seed Box and the Herb Sack, which are huge for Ultimate Ironman and huge for passive herb lore and farming XP. Now, with that being said, I can't go and get myself a looting bag because the wilderness is not unlocked. That is staying as its own separate region. And I'm not allowing myself right off the bat to go into the wilderness to get the looting bag because I feel like that's just kind of cheating. So anyways, we're just going to be doing a lot of questing to start here. And as you can tell right now, we're completely finished with Cook's Assistant. And next up is going to be Restless Ghost. Now, there's not even really much I can say about most of these quests because they're all pretty much just free-to-play quests. The only one that's going to pose like an actual problem is going to be the Soul's Bane quest. Now, because Zeah is unlocked, and I should have mentioned this before, but I do want to hear some feedback from you guys. Basically, because Zeah is unlocked, and that's our like one rule, it means I can go to Winter Toad if I want to. Now, at Winter Toad, you take damage based on your health, so I want to try and keep that as low as possible. But I have a feeling that since I need 40 combat for the Vanica Slayer task step, and I need to do the Soul's Bane quest, I have a feeling we're going to push pretty close to 40 HP, but that's just a guess. Now, here's what I want some feedback on. Should the only piece of content in Zeah that is unlocked from the get-go be the farming guild and the Tithe Farm, or should the entire island be unlocked? Now, obviously, with the entire island unlocked, it opens up a massive slew of content that we can do, but I feel like it's a bit much. So my main point of initially wanting Zeah to be unlocked was due to the fact that I could get the herb sack and the seed box pretty early on the account, because I don't want to limit myself to having to grind out certain farming and herb lore levels, like when I have to do them for a diary step or something. I want to be able to passively get that throughout the life of the account, which is why I chose to unlock Zeah. But as I said before, it is a lot of content. So should the only two pieces of content be the farming guild and the Tithe Farm, or should the whole island be unlocked? If the whole island is unlocked, I get the Catacombs of Korend, I get Witcher Toad, I get raids, I get everything, shamans, all of that jazz right off the bat. But if it's not, then I just get the Tithe Farm and the Farming Guild. Give me your thoughts down below though. I'm really torn on this decision, so any input helps absolutely immensely. One more thing I do have to mention about the account is don't mind the name of my account. Pretty much the first half of this video, I genuinely could not think of a name for the account. So I just kind of named it Locked Pine at the beginning, and then I was like, that's kind of lame. So I obviously changed it to its now glorified name, Sea Pine Tree. But here we are at the iconic Restless Ghost cutscene, one of the best in the game. Give me my level 9 prayer, please. We also, as you saw, started up Rune Mysteries during this quest, as we had to go to the Wizard Tower anyways. So this is going to be the first time to Varrock, and the first time walking past the Dark Wizards. Just kidding, we stopped and did Sheepshire on the way. This is another one of those hilarious quests that is just like, yo, I got this shit. You want it? And the guy's like, yo, that's the exact shit that I needed. Let's go. Quest points. So we just managed to get the certificate from Aubrey for Rune Mysteries. And I figured while I'm here, right off the bat, I'm just going to go grab the 1000 XP in Hunter and Slayer from the Varrock Museum, as it's just going to tick off something else that I'm going to need to do anyways. So I quickly used the RuneLight plugin to do this in like 3 seconds. And yeah, 9 Slayer, 9 Hunter, and back to the quests. So the list of quests that I can actually complete are Cook's Assistant, Demon Slayer, Ernest the Chicken, Imp Catcher, Misthalin Mystery, Can't Talk, Restless Ghost, Romeo and Juliet, Rude Mysteries, Sheep Shearer, Shield of Arab, Vampire Slayer. Those are all of the free-to-play quests. And as for the members quests, I can actually complete Priest in Peril and A Soul's Bane, and those are the only two. There's a handful that I can start, but I can't actually complete because they require me to go into or do something, grab an item or something from a different region, which I obviously cannot do. And same goes for diaries. There's a lot of diary steps, for example, that require agility, rune crafting, and some quest lines that I can't actually do, which sucks. But we're still going to be doing absolutely everything possible. As you can see, we just did Ernest the Chicken, and now we're finishing up Misthalin Mystery. Our first actual skill is going to be mining, and we just hit 15 mining, which is actually one of the requirements for the diary because I need to mine an iron ore. The other diary step requirements that I'm going to be needing are 30 fishing, 38 thieving, and 31 magic. Now initially I thought that I had to do crafting as well to 38 for a coif, but the only way to tan leather is of course to go into Al-Kharid, which I cannot do. So we don't need that. Recently, Jamflex released the Soul Wars minigame, and along with that, they actually introduced into the game a brand new island, the Isle of Souls. This island is pretty unique because the way to get to it is through a teleport that's in Misthalin, which means based on the restrictions of the account, I can actually go to it. Now on this island, there are a ton of supplies and wonderful things to help progress the account, including the dungeon, which has the new chest that you can loot for a ton of pretty early game loot and a lot of medium clues. And then it has random item spawns, which I'll never freaking understand, but including and not limited to the lobster pot, rope to kill myself, pestle and mortar, box trap, bird snare, and birds on the island so I can actually start up Hunter. Planks for early construction, a fishing rod, a fly fishing rod more importantly, and 17 seaweed spawns if I ever want to start up crafting as well. I'm looking forward to a lot of different unique ways that I'm actually going to be training this account on this island in the near future. Especially since the island also includes blue dragons and baby blue dragons, so I can actually just AFK there at some point too. And with this, we just hit 30 defense, so that kind of rounds us out on all of the melee combats, 30 attack, strength, and defense. I'm not going to train range pretty much at all in this region. It just doesn't make sense to me to do it. The only time I'm going to actually train it is when I can do animal magnetism, maybe before. I'm not too sure yet. There might be something in the next region I plan to unlock that would require it, but we'll see. The next thing I want to do is go splash up into 31 magic because I want to try, like I said before, keep my HP low just in case I can go to Wintertoad. So we're going to go splash. But first I have to buy runes, and I don't have a lot of money. So hopefully we can do this. All right, here we are buying the runes. We've actually gone through my entire cash tag buying, I believe this is going to be 2,500. Yeah, 2,500 runes. And that should, if my math is correct, it's usually not, but if it is, that should get us to level 31 magic with a few left over. So we shall see. The next thing I have to do though is get some more money to buy an air staff so that I can splash using the air spell thingy. Yeah. Let's go do that. All right, and we're back at Zeph. I just thieved the farmers, which is pretty much my best training method for thieving because it's a very low requirement, level 10, and you get 10 GP per coin pouch. So I went a bit overboard because I believe I'm going to have to buy an iron full helm to get the minus 65. I'm not even sure if minus 65 is possible, but we'll see. So we did actually get the iron full helm, but unfortunately, unless I train up some smithing or am able to do a beginner or easy clue, I don't believe I'm going to be able to get the minus 65 because I can't get Van Braces while just being in Misthalin. So we're basically going to be getting a little bit of HP XP, which is fine though. But we're here at probably the most nostalgic splashing place. God, say splashing place 5 times fast, I swear. I remember in the Trailblazer League, it was like the most humble thing of people just like lining up in a line, waiting for each other to kill this lesser demon. Oh, memories. We're here doing the Soul's Bane quest. And this quest has been a complete pain in the ass. The first few rooms weren't too bad. I had to leave twice to get a new inventory of food because our best food at the time, I actually like just started being able to cook salmon. So our best food was trout. So I had to leave twice. I did like 2 rooms left, did another 2 rooms left. And then now this is my 3rd attempt at trying to kill these freaking things. Yeah, it's been a struggle, but it's going well so far. This is our last quest that we have to do. And on top of that, there's only one more thing that we need to do in order to unlock the next region. Now, the rules for the next region, like what you can unlock, it basically just has to be something that is neighboring a current unlocked region. So I cannot, for example, unlock Kandarin, but I can unlock Asgarnia, the desert, Mauritania, the wilderness, and that's it, I think. Yeah. But I have a pretty big plan, and I think that once we unlock this next region, it's going to open up a lot of quests that we actually couldn't do just in Misthalin alone. And it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So let's finish up this quest, get our XP, and I think we just have to get one more combat level and then run over to Vanica to get our Slayer task. And that's it. All right, and Tolna is now dead, I guess. We just killed a small child. Anyways, let's go get our reward. Yeah. Quest. Now that we are 40 combat, we can actually go get our Slayer task from the Vanica. Not the YouTuber, the Slayer Master that's down here in this dungeon that's very scary and has monsters in it. Yeah. So once we get this, we literally have one more thing to do, and that is thieving. We're currently level 33 thieving, and I need 38. So we need just 5 more levels. And like I said earlier, the best method is quite honestly the farmers, because I actually gained some pretty decent GP. And at this point, I have a pretty low fail rate. I mean, considering. So let's go knock that out. And then we're going to go unlock our next region. Let's go. Okay, as you can see here, we got 38 thieving. And now the last thing we have to do is pickpocket this guy. And that is the final medium task that we can do. Let me run through the list really quick just so that we can kind of like recap and make sure you guys kind of understand what we're going for on this account. So going through the Lumberage and Draenor tasks, I can't do the agility steps and I can't do the rune crafting steps. Trust me, I thought of everything. And I do not want to limit this account to genies. So we're not going to be doing that. I also can't go into Al-Kharid, so I can't do these 2 steps, and I think one more. Animal Magnetism, I do need Port Phasmatis for. And I also can't do the Fairy Tale pieces because I can't do Lost City. And as I was saying earlier, the Lumbridge Cowpen, I need 38 crafting for, but we need to craft a coif, and I cannot get leather. F. Now, going to the Varrock, we cannot do the agility step or the runecraft step. I thought very, very hard about the kudos one. We currently have 48 kudos, but because there are no more quests that we can do, and because we can't do the Fossil Island, dig site, whatever line, we can't get those last 2 kudos, which sucks. 32 quest points is unattainable, unfortunately. We are stuck at 24, so we will have to come back from that. And I can't do the Tree Gnome Village because I cannot leave Varrock or do the quest that is required for it, actually. Dig site is also a no-go, unfortunately. And mahogany planks, big F, no mahogany trees anywhere in Misthalin. So that's it, guys. It's kind of nice that I'm right here because the next region I'm going to unlock is going to be Asgarnia. I thought about this a lot, and the reason I'm going to be doing this is because first, I can access Zeah, and second, I can access a house. And then there's like a ton of other reasons too, like farming, a bunch of quests that all rely on Asgarnia. And I can also start Herblore, and I should be able to start killing blue dragons as well, which is kind of cool. So right here is the line that I can stand on in order to maintain the integrity of the account. But I think it's time, boys. Let's do this.